Another day, another competition, another 3 goals, and Liverpool are through to the next round of the League Cup, and Everton are out. This is the post-match pint. Josh just told me not to mention Everton in the first few seconds because I get pelted, so obviously I'm going to mention them. Let's hope Liverpool now get a shit draw. It's about time we got one in these competitions, isn't it? 2 nice home shit draws, and then, you know, like we're in the semi. That'd be all right, wouldn't it?
Yeah, although to be fair, that a good draw tonight has given Liverpool no problems. So you almost wonder whether a bigger test for this second string of Liverpool's lads is the better thing for them. Again, they've had to travel to a Premier League ground. It's a long travel as well to Norwich, and they've dispatched another Premier League team in this League Cup as they've done, you know, a couple of times over the past few years. Yeah,
I mean, these type of lineups and these competitions and this stage, and, you know, 9 changes and all the rest of it. You're looking as much to win tonight and move on in the competition. You're also looking at, you know, bigger picture. What does it mean for the season and things like that? Obviously, there was a lot of talk post-transfer window about how good a backup Minamino, how good a backup is Origi. And both do well tonight.
Yeah, they did. I mean, to be honest, you're saying about like making all the changes, but a lot of them players are going to be making a case to play on Saturday. Yeah. So, you know, once upon a time we used to be playing, it really would be a really weakened side. But now you're looking at this League Cup side, and they could stake a claim to go to the semis or the final. This team couldn't they? But yeah, speaking of them two individually, really impressed with both of them. And Origi again, he's just turned up after a couple of years, hasn't he, and just turning it up. But yeah, no, they both did good, and special mention to a couple of the younger lads as well. I thought they all did good, but it was a really good team performance.
Yeah, it was. And on Origi, you know, I think we thought he was done, he was dusted. You know, he wasn't in match day squads and all the rest of it. Liverpool obviously made it widely known that he was available for transfer. That didn't happen. And then, you know, he shocks us all being in the side for the AC Milan game, gets a lovely assist in that game, another assist tonight and a goal. And, you know, other people are writing them off, but, you know, Divok's carrying on.
I think someone called this recent resurgence of Divock his second coming. I'd say he's had a couple more
than that. Yeah, he's had a few more than that.
His career is akin to Jesus at the moment, I'd say, with the amount of times he's died and come back to life. And this is just another case of Divock and his mad sort of Liverpool career, I think, is that he does come in at times and he does put in a performance for Liverpool, and he almost like saves his career by a sort of year or two every time he comes in and does it. And he's obviously doing something to impress Klopp in training. You know, Klopp's been saying that in the press conferences, that there's a lot that's gone on in pre-season. I think during the international break as well, when a few of the lads were away with their teams, Divock was at Melwood putting in the work, and that had impressed Klopp. Well, whatever he was doing during that time had impressed Klopp. So he's obviously someone who Klopp is very, very fond of, and I think he's time and again repaid that faith in Klopp. And look, there's been times where, you know, we can't really sugarcoat it. Divock has been shit, and he's been frustrating to watch. But on nights like tonight, he's an absolute joy to watch.
And the goals from Minamino, can't even say his name. Sorry, mate. Minamino. There you go. Good finishers. Good strikers, finishers, like.
Yeah, they were. I mean, that first one was as instinctive as you can, you know what I mean? But, I mean, to be honest, if you've got somebody of that quality who can score goals like that, to come in for like your League Cup games, and then you never know down the line, touch wood, it doesn't happen, but if there was injuries and he has to come in filling, you know, there is a player in there. You know, he isn't going to be starting every game, he's not going to be scoring 30 goals a season, but he's there for these sorts of games, and that's what he's doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, not like a perfect performance or anything, was it, Josh? I mean, you know, there's another world where Norwich's penalty goes in, obviously Kelleher saves it and it goes down as a positive for him. But, you know, there were chances there for Norwich that they didn't take. And, you know, like I say, it's come out the other side. It's another 3-0. There's another goal from a corner. It's another clean sheet. Feels like those are loads of positives, and it is. But, you know, like there was still moments there for Norwich, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think that midfield sort of gave you everything you expect from that midfield on paper to give you tonight. And that, you know, there was times where going forward it was exciting. I thought Naby Keita put in another sort of solid enough performance. I thought Curtis Jones started slowly but gradually grew into the game, and I thought Oxlade-Chamberlain at Norwich away again just wasn't really at the level. He lost the ball a bit too much in the first half. I think he probably did grow into it and just sort of settled to a sort of like mean by the end of it, but he started off like he didn't know like how he could control the ball, to be honest, and he kept losing it. And as a sort of unit, that midfield didn't give Liverpool much protection at the back, and then Gomez and Kanate, who I thought performed well, were just a bit exposed on the day. And obviously Conor Bradley, the young fullback, he just goes in a bit boisterous, really. He's probably a bit naive, and then the striker's trying to buy the foul and gets the penalty, and it is a penalty.
Hello Reds, thanks for watching that taster of the post-match pint. If you want to watch the rest of that video, really easy to watch it right here on YouTube. Just click the join button below, that activates the membership. It gives you access to the Anfield Wrap's premium videos, which includes the post-match pint, but also reviews, previews, exclusive interviews, and it means you can follow us, follow them from here, the heart of Liverpool.